I'm excited to welcome you to this wonderful moment of inspiration. My name is Olasode Oladapo, and last week we began to have a beautiful time. I believe that this week we would have another wonderful 5 minutes, and at the end of the day you will be encouraged, inspired, and motivated to take the next step to your journey to greatness. To move further from last week, I want you to get a mirror and make sure you are comfortably seated while we're at it. Thank you for obliging me. Now I want you to take a long gaze at the mirror and memorize the image that you're seeing. You see, I'm saying this because I want to say some extremely important things about the image in the mirror, and I don't want you to miss a word of it. Are we ready? Thank you very much. You see, the person you are gazing at in the mirror, which is you, is the most perfect and most beautiful example of creation. The person you see in the mirror is the best thing that ever happened to humanity. Let me say it this way for those who believe in God. You are looking at the most perfect, complete, and unblemished image of God. By now, some of you are thinking, is this guy serious? Yeah, I'm talking about you, and I'm dead serious. I mean every word of it. In fact, if you were never born, the world will not recover from the loss. There is something unique about you, and in that thing lies the salvation of the world. I know you're thinking about your flaws right now, but my friend, greatness is not the absence of flaws. Rather, it is beauty and productivity despite flaws. Every great man that have ever lived on earth, every great man that ever walked this sphere of life came with one flaw or the other. And they didn't let that flaw hold them back from doing the things they need to do to achieve greatness. Greatness is also growth based on improvement on flaws. So the fact that you have a flaw does not disqualify you from greatness. It just means that despite your flaws, you can be great if you continually work on your flaws and get better every day. So greatness is beauty and productivity despite your flaws, one. Greatness is also growth based on improvement on flaws, two. Also, you may be doubting due to your numerous challenges, but I tell you that your challenges are mere opportunities to express the greatness within you. Except a kernel of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it abides alone. Challenges, temptations, strife, tough times, they serve as the breeding ground for great men. You may have failed before. I tell you, failure is just but a minor hitch on the long journey to greatness. Remember, we've been saying that greatness is a journey, and this journey is a marathon. It is not a sprint. So when you have minor hitches, when you have challenges, it doesn't mean the journey is ending. It means that the journey can continue despite your challenges. Even if you are falling, never forget that there is no glory except in rising where one has previously fallen. As amazing and far-fetched as these statements are, they are true concerning you. However, you need to fight to maintain these truths in your heart. You need to fight in your heart to keep believing these truths regardless of your present circumstances. This is because these truths provide you power to understand, celebrate, and maximize your uniqueness. Thus, you are able to unleash the uncommon flavor of greatness within you. Many cut short their journeys to greatness by comparing themselves with other people. Worse still, other people compare themselves with societal standards and give up because to them they fall short of these standards. My dear friend, I want to tell you, don't fall for this trap. That no one has done it before does not mean it's impossible. That the world has not seen it before does not mean it doesn't exist. I want to tell you something I don't want you to forget. The only real limit to your greatness lies in what you believe. Never forget, you are a masterpiece. Break off every mental limit today. Go ahead and do the impossible because you can. I'm glad that I've been able to come to you, and I believe that this message has inspired you to do the impossible. So till I come your way next week, I want to say a big thank you to our producers, and I want to say never forget, you are meant for the top. Thank you.
Good morning, and viewers out there, you're welcome to this segment of our program this morning. Thank God it's another Friday, and we're here. I'm not alone on the program. My own name is Olasokomi Oyebayo. I have my partner in the studio.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everybody. I am Joy Akiola. Thank you for joining us today.
Yes, we must mention something very, very important this morning, and that's where I'll be going. education is the mainstay for us in our country, particularly this part of the country, western region, or what we call the southwest now. And when children are sent to school, we'll expect that they make that progress. But since February 14 this year, all federal universities have been under lock and key. And that's why we're going this morning to look at this lingering strike in our universities. And to answer our questions this morning is a member of ASU, and he is from Adekunle Ajasin University, situated in Akungba, Akoko. Dr. K.K. Busari is his name. So it's a pleasure welcoming you into our studio this morning.
It's also my pleasure to be here.
You're welcome.
Thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, since February.
Yeah.
Counting now, it's about 200 days today that our children have been sent back to us.
Yeah.
And I was at a meeting where we are looking at this, and we said, 1, 2, 3, 4 legs, people or reasons to be sacked. Children, yeah, they've been out of school.
Yeah.
They are back at home, and in homes where these children are today, I know the parents are trying to just manage them, because it's like bloated gunpowder, the way they behave now. The lecturers, they are parents themselves. They should be able to tell us how their children are feeling about them, how the children are feeling about the system, the general public. Because we expect that, okay, we'll be turning out this number of graduates in biochemistry, we'll be turning out this number of chemistry in geophysics and some other things like that. And these are people that are to fill vacancies that, if they exist at all. And the government on the other side. So these are the 4 legs through which we'll be looking at. And at last Tuesday, there was a meeting called. At that meeting, we were waiting endlessly. Oh, I hope ASU. And I called one of my children. I said, oh, just relax. And something will come out today.
Positive.
And when I got to him, I said, have you heard anything? He said, until the kingdom come. If in fact, we learned that the strike have been declared indefinite.
Indefinite, exactly.
So this is where we're going this morning. Joy will throw the first question.
Yes.
I will be looking, because she's just coming out of the university. She's a copper.
Oh.
And
So,
of course, you would love to know that I'm a graduate of Adekunle Ajasin University. Yes, a graduate of English Studies, actually.
Oh, in the Faculty of Arts.
Yes.
And that's my faculty.
Great. It's nice having you this morning.
It's a pleasure.
Now, I don't know. This whole thing is seeming to me that the center of discussion has been lost. I don't know, since you are ASU, you are representing ASU today, I would like you to throw more light as at the fact that the core interest, which is the students, has been lost. Because I believe that if this interest is at heart, and the both parties, the federal government and ASU, knows that there are some people in the middle that they are receiving these things. I mean, we know that, of course.
When they went to Elephant 5,
yes,
we say the ground.
It's some people that are going to. So,
sorry about that.
What do you think about that?
Yes, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here this morning. I am somehow confused that people are not understanding why ASU is on strike. Maybe it's because of their ignorance. We are on strike because of you. We are on strike because of the students. We are on strike because of your parents. We are on strike because of the future of this country. In fact, we are on strike because of the federal government. If they know, but they don't. And that is the most devastating factor that we should consider very well. Are they understanding the fact that we are fighting for the interest of this country. Education, which is very important, has not been given any attention. Some weeks or months ago, over 6 billion naira was given to cattle ranches because of cattle ranch Katsina.
6 billion.
6 billion naira. Have you forgotten the vehicles bought for Nigeria Republic?
That has been denied.
But it is the fact, because the minister said it by himself.
The president of that republic said just nothing.
Yeah, they are playing upon our intelligence. And you know, ASU is a group of intellectuals.
Absolutely.
They know what they are doing. But we are fighting for your interest, but you don't know, and you want to fight us back.
Nobody is fighting ASU now.
No, so people have been saying, please.
We will continue to say, please, because there are so many things that people are looking at.
Yes.
Okay, if Cadbury, for an example, comes out today to say vacancy,
yeah,
Cadbury will say, if you are more than 23 years,
you can be
please don't apply.
Exactly.
And here is a boy, a girl that entered the university at age 16
okay,
for a 4-year program.
Yes.
That shows we're calculating that by the time that boy is 20,
yes,
that girl is 20,
yeah,
he or she must be ready to graduate out of school.
Yeah.
And will go for a national service that will make our age to be 21.
Yeah.
But here we are. I have instances where somebody registered for a 5-year program and she is running it for 8 solid years.
Yes.
So sad.
Now
So
she has
sad.
not failed a course.
It's so sad.
But because of strike here, because of COVID-19 there, because of the end strike, end SARS matter. So this is why we are saying, are we going to readjust all these indices? Do we now shift the age of application to 25 to 27 to accommodate these extra years that these boys and girls have spent in the university?
Thank you very much.
That is one. Yes, you said you are fighting because of parents. We know, because we want our boys and girls to come out solid.
Yeah.
And when they are studying under unpalatable condition, like Fela sang, 99 standing, 20 standing, sitting in a class that should not be more than 30, 25.
Yeah.
We fail for you too.
Yeah.
But then, parents are calculating. If you are a father, you are a mother, you want to do everything while still on service. For some of us who are civil servants.
Yeah, thank you.
Because at the end of our service, if the gratuity and pension are not forthcoming, we will have believed, okay, not that I will be paying student bills in school again.
Exactly.
These are some of our calculations, and we feel we are being affected. That's why we are pleading.
Yeah.
We are pleading. We are not forcing ASU.
Thank you.
So can you respond to that now?
Thank you very much. Please, I say it's the condition is so devastating.
In the universities?
Yeah, exactly. You can see what we are passing through. The lecture rooms are nothing to write home about. The laboratories are not there. Nothing is working in those universities. You have passed through the 4 walls of the university. You can see what is operating there. In fact, instead of we together, we should come together and plead
with the government,
with the federal government.
The parents, the students,
everybody should continue. We should start now. If they have not started, we should start now to plead with the federal government, to appeal to them to do the needful. They have been coming with promissory notes. They have not been able to do something tangible.
Dr. Busari.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you said we should come to plead with the federal government. The Parents Teachers Association met and they suggested that, okay, maybe we ask parents to pay 10,000 naira to support. That suggestion is there, and ASU said no.
Yeah.
There was a time the federal government moved that will be giving these children some educational loan.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, there was a time when we said, okay, can these children be paying this as their fee? As you said, we can run federal school for free.
Exactly.
So where are those ideas coming from and counter ideas coming from?
Thank you very much. You can also see by yourself, and you can hear, the federal government is paying attention to something that are not relevant, to irrelevant things.
You call it irrelevant?
Yeah, it's irrelevant because education is the most important.
We know education is most important.
Yeah, but they are not paying attention to that education. So we are sitting on gunpowder in this country. If you don't know, we are sitting on gunpowder in this country when we talk of education. Because education, which is the bedrock of every nation, has been neglected. They are just spending money, they are just embezzling, as corruption over the land. They cannot even block the leakages. They are doing whatever they want, whatever they like, and people are watching. Instead of us coming together and plead with them and appeal to the federal government that please answer these people. We are selfless in our agitations. We are not agitating for ourselves.
Now I learned at that last meeting, sir. I learned at that last meeting that the suggested payment platform for lecturers have been approved. UTAS.
Yeah, it is not. It has not been approved.
Are you sure?
That's the problem.
Okay, that is one.
Is that
number
the
two?
PIS that they want to continue?
Okay, number two is this issue of okay, we don't plan for this. Can you give us more time so that we can go and include it in the 2023 budget?
That is how they used to say. That's how they keep on promising. Since. And that's why there are warning strikes.
Are you sure this is in 2022 budget?
Is vehicles, the vehicles that are purchased from the Republic, are they included in the 2022 budget?
So you're saying
The cattle ranches in Katsina, is it in the budget?
The cattle ranch of a matter that they don't know.
But it's not included in the budget.
Are you sure?
Exactly. And even to my dismay and yours, that vehicles that are purchased.
You are talking about this, and I'm saying that the president of that country said there's nothing like that.
But the minister came out to tell us that
they did it.
They did it. Who is fooling who? If you said you have done this thing, and those people there, they are saying you have not done, who is fooling who? But we should have trust in our own minister. Well, I don't have business with Nigeria Republic. I have business with Nigerians. And the minister is a Nigerian. So the revitalization fund has not been released. They said it will be included in that budget. Then the hand allowance, the payment of hand allowance, which is 50 billion to all the unions.
They released 15 billion for that purpose?
No, they said it will be included in 2023 budget. To your dismay and mine, it is very surprising. Not only that, it is 30,000 naira that will be an increment for lecturers in the university, while that of professors will be 60,000 naira. Please, for God's sake.